Hey guys, it's Miharu. Back in 2018, I uploaded 3 top 5 videos about the most memorable levels across the original Spyro trilogy, and even one about some of the most underrated or overlooked. And all of the levels I listed I do like in some way. Oh, but there are some that, despite not being mentioned, I could never forget. Places with enemies or challenges that I dread every time I return to these games. These are my top 5 most hated Spyro levels, in no particular order. First is Zephyr. I have always been a Breeze Harbor person. I'd take the trolley over pretty much anything in this level, especially the reignited version. I like the Breeze Builders as NPCs, but they are some of the worst enemies you'll encounter in the trilogy. The flying ones in particular will drop bombs on you without warning at literally any distance, which in turn makes the little ones equally as annoying. The Cowlick challenge is made incredibly tedious with how these things get stuck on the environment or just straight up vanish. The only things it has going for it are the Romeo and Juliet mission, which isn't too bad, and its talisman, which I've always liked the look of. Other than that, definitely my least favorite in Autumn Plains. Next is Haunted Tomb. I absolutely love the aesthetic of this level and always have. The dogs and jackals are some of my favorite NPCs and enemies, respectively. But that doesn't mean this place is a walk in the park. The mummy Rhinox and Earthshapers, a chore to get rid of. The Demolition Derby and Agent 9 challenges, a pain to do, though mostly in the original. The room with the falling rocks where you have to hit a button and rush to the other side before the door closes? Just why? Who thought that was necessary? Overall, not a fun place to come back to. Moving on, we have Lost Fleet. The atmosphere here has always felt unsettling to me, in the original at least. Most of the enemies aren't that bad, but they're kinda obnoxious. Especially the vultures with how difficult they are to hit. The Rhinox race is just there to prepare you for the Yeti race in the super bonus round, and big surprise, it's anything but fun, and Reignited just makes it worse with how broken it is. And do not get me started with the swimming in acid. That was the thing I hated most, having to traverse through dangerous liquid to find those last few gems while the meter for your invincibility power-up starts ticking away. Yeah, definitely no cause for anxiety there. Up next is Robotica Farms. Everything about this level is straight up infuriating, starting with the fact that the whole area is designed like some kind of obstacle course. Then there's the Robo-Bees, protecting the crops from these stupid respawning bugs where if you miss one you're pretty much screwed. This awful supercharge challenge that I constantly mess up on due to the tight turns. And to top it off, it forces you to go all the way back through to the beginning because, just like in Zephyr, they just had to include a mystery bottle. Funny how those always seem to show up exactly where you don't want them to. And lastly, we have Misty Bog. Ah yes, my original Rage level. Where's Treetops, you say? Well, that's actually my favorite level from the first game, so sorry to leave you disappointed. I hated this place as a kid. The dragon-eating plants, even more so than the attack frogs, probably gave me the most trouble out of any enemy in the game. Well, either them or the devil dogs in their large forms. And just like with Lost Fleet, the atmosphere in the original made me feel very unsafe. It was the gloomy areas like this that made me feel truly alone and afraid. Not to mention Misty Bog is home to the infamous Frog Cave, an area that's still a challenge to get through to this day. Though I may love Bubba and Reignited, I never look forward to returning. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. What are your top 5 least favorite levels in the Spyro trilogy? Leave a comment below and let me know. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more casual gaming content, and I will see you next time. Until then, this is Miharu, signing off.